Today we will cover SQL insert into function. This function is used to add a new row or multiple rows inside any existing table on your database. Let's do an example in order to understand how we can use this function. Let's first pick one small table. In this case, I will just pick a table called shippers. If I open the table, you see this table is very small and it has only 3 rows. Now what we want to do is we want to add a new row here with a shipper ID 4 with a new company name and with a new phone. The way you want to do it is the function you want to use is called insert into, and pick the name of the table, in this case is shippers, open and close the parenthesis, and inside the parenthesis, what is our first column? Is shipper, so you have to type here shipper, put comma, what is our second column here? It's company name, put company name, and lastly, the last column here is phone. Now, the moment you choose these 3 columns, as mentioned on the table, now it is asking you what values you want to put on this table. That's why you have to choose values. And now here, my new shipper ID would be 4, comma, my new company name, let's say, would be new era, something like this. And lastly, the phone number would be, I can just pick any existing phone number from here and leverage it just by changing 1 digit. Now, the moment I run this code, you will see this error here. You get this error if the privilege that you should have in order to add the new record on the table is off. In this case, you see it says it's off here on the bottom. Now we have to turn it on. The way you turn it on, use this function as mentioned below, set identity insert. Just type set identity insert. Now the tables that we want to add is called shippers, right? Now just say on. Now if I execute the code here, pay attention, I'm getting this message here, command completed successfully. Now if I go on the top and re-execute the code, you see that 1 row has been affected. Now if I open my table one more time, you see that we successfully added a new row with a new company name, with a new shipper ID, with a new phone. Now, if you ask me how we can add multiple rows at the same time. Now, in this case, we just added 1 row. Now, if you want to add multiple rows at the same time, this is all you have to do. So basically, we can just leverage this piece of code here. Now, you can just separate it multiple times past this. Now, all you have to do, separate them with a comma, because all of them is a separate new row. And now change, since you already have shipper ID 1, 2, 3, 4, make sure this is shipper ID number 5, and give it a new name here. We want to call it test. And in this case, I will change this phone number to 4. At the bottom, I will change this phone number to 5. I'll give the name of my new company name, let's say on time one more time, and then I'll change this one to 6. Now I go to the new row, I'll change my new shipper ID 7, and I change this one to, let's say I can give it any name. I will just give it name Brooklyn, and I will change this one to, let's say 7, and again I'll change this one to since we have already 7, I'll put 8. This one would be New York, simply just the word New York, and I can change these digits here by, let's say 3, 4, 5, and lastly the last row, let's say I'll put the shipper ID as 9, and then I'll just put this one Queens, and I'll make this one the last 3 digits, let's say 9, 9. So why I did this, because I put 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 because we already have 4. That's why we have to follow the sequential order, and then all these new names would be on my new columns, on these columns as a new information, as a new values. Now if I execute the code here, you see that it says 5 rows has been affected. Now if I open the table one more time, you see that we successfully added this new rows inside the table. This is the way you want to use this function, guys. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, share, and follow for more videos.